Hey guys, welcome back to African Foods with Lily. My name is Lily, and if you are new here, you are really welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Today we are making creamy chicken stew, guys. This is so delicious. Try it out. It's very easy. It's going to take a short time, 30 minutes or even less. And please follow on the steps properly so that you make sure you have the best chicken stew that you're ever going to have. Really. It's very delicious. Thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe if you haven't, and like and share. Come back for more recipes. God bless you. Yeah, so guys, I have chicken legs here. I'm going to cut them into two to make a drumstick and legs. Now you feel free to either use a kilo of drumsticks or a kilo of thighs, or you also get like mine and you cut them into two parts. So I used the kilo for this recipe. You feel free to either go more or less. You just follow and add your ingredients accordingly. I have a tablespoon of salt in here. I'm going to season this with salt and pepper. Since I have kids, I'm going to use a little black pepper because they don't like black pepper. So I'm going to go in there with just a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. Now I also have turmeric here. I love the flavors that turmeric builds up, so I added in a tablespoon of turmeric there and a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. Now you mix this properly and you make sure that all your chicken pieces are coated fully with the salt, with the pepper, and with everything that we use, turmeric and soy sauce. So I'm going to cover this with cling and let it rest for at least 1 hour. You can feel free to let it go overnight if you have time. I only marinated this in the fridge for 30 minutes because that's the time I had. So now we're going to get into our ingredients. I used 2 medium-sized onions, cut them just like that. I crushed some ginger and garlic in there. Now I'm using 2 aubergines or eggplants, whatever you guys call it. Yes, you do that, and you cut this into nice even sized shapes, small sizes. Please don't use the big ones. Now guys, using this helps us add volume to our stew. The stew is not going to be just too plain like that. It's going to have a kick of this and a kick of that. I love eggplants, and honestly I put eggplants or aubergines in most of my dishes because guys, they are just too delicious and they work with so many things. So yes, now you cut them nicely. I used 2 of them. Feel free to use more or less according to your measurements, according to what you have. And if you're not a fan of aubergines, please still feel free to omit them too. Don't use them if you don't like them. So I also have 3 medium-sized tomatoes, as you can see them. I'm going to cut them just like that, and then I put them aside. I'm also going to use 2 green peppers. You cut them nicely. You know how to cut them. You cut out the seeds. You don't use the seeds. And you cut them into small equal shapes. And you also put them aside. So I also cut two carrots there. So after 30 minutes of my chicken marinating, I removed it from the fridge, added some oil in the pan. Now feel free to use medium. You don't need a lot of oil. Now this part is really, really important, guys. You want your chicken to brown, and if you want your chicken to brown, please use high heat. Use the highest heat that your gas cooker or your cooker or even your charcoal stove can give. Yes, we just need it to brown. As you can see, it's not making any juices because we don't want the juices. We just need the chicken to brown. This step is really important because if you let it, if you cook on low heat, it's going to dry out. It's going to start producing its juices, then it's going to dry out. You eat your chicken and your chicken will be chewy. But by doing this, by browning your chicken, the heat traps all the juices in your chicken, making it soft, tender, and extra juicy. So please use this trick. It will help you when you are cooking. Just brown your chicken. As you can see, it's not producing any juices, though it has a lot of it. So after browning our chicken, looking so nice, I was almost tempted to eat, but don't eat because it's not yet ready. Yes, added in my onions. I used the same oil and I used the same pan. So the flavors are really, really heavy in there. Wait for your onions and your garlic to brown because we added in garlic and ginger right there. Wait for it to brown. When it's golden brown, please add in your tomatoes. Now you cook these on low heat. Add in some salt. Salt is going to help soften our tomatoes quicker, faster. So you cover this and let it cook for at least 1 minute. 1 minute will be enough for your tomatoes to become soft, or some of them. As you can see, go in there, do some pressing so that all the tomatoes are soft. This way they produce nice juices and aroma. So add in your aubergines in there. If you decided to use aubergines, add them in there. Now you also add in your tomato paste. Remember, now we don't want the aubergines to become too soft. So when you put in your aubergines, make sure that you add in all the things you want so that they still have a bite to them when we add our chicken. So I used garam masala, I used turmeric powder, I used cumin, and I also used paprika. I added in a bit of turmeric because yes, this dish is more of a turmeric flavored dish. So I used a tablespoon of turmeric and a teaspoon of paprika, garam, and cumin. Now you add in milk because yeah, we talked about being creamy. You add in your milk or cream. If you have cream, you can add in cream, but milk works as well, and it's very, very delicious. So add in a bit of water because milk reduces. So when milk reduces, you want your chicken to be ready and you still have some stew left so that your chicken is not just dried up. So you add in water, and now you add in your green peppers. When you're done adding your green peppers, please add the chicken that you browned earlier. Put in all your pieces in there, and yes, you are going to let them cook. Now you're going to let this cook for at least 10 minutes on low heat. Yes, you cover this and let it cook for 10 minutes on low heat. Yes, remember this type of chicken doesn't take long to cook. As long as it's it's on the heat for 10 to 15 minutes, it's going to be ready. Now I used royco the curry, and it's called curry and what? Yes, it's curry and muchuzi. Yes, it's called curry and muchuzi. That's the flavor that I used. But you can use chicken royco. You can use chicken cubes right there. If you don't have this in your town, please mix 2 teaspoons of corn flour, and you add in some stock cubes. Now add in your cornmeal when your chicken is ready and cover for at least 5 minutes. And yes, guys, thank you so much. God bless you. Ciao.